Hello, everybody. I am just going to give this a few minutes to catch up here. I know sometimes the lag in going live can interfere with us. So I'm just going to give everybody a couple of minutes to hop on here. Let's see, I see we've got a couple of viewers already. How are you guys? Feel free to introduce yourselves in the comments below. I'd love to know who's watching with us. Also, too, I am going to be giving away a very special surprise tonight for everybody who is catching this with us live. So make sure that you are leaving comments during the presentation tonight so that I know that you are here with me live. And if you are watching this on the replay, just give me a hashtag replay in the comments. It's so great to see you guys and to hear that you guys are still watching even after the fact. And I appreciate you coming back into the event page to watch this information. Hey, Sarah, how are you? It's so nice to see you. Janelle, how are you? I hope you ladies have had a fantastic day so far. I am really, really pumped and excited for this. We're just going to give it a couple of more minutes. I know sometimes it takes everybody a little bit of time to get the Facebook notifications that I am live. So I just want to make sure that nobody's going to miss some really cool information tonight. So Karen, how are you? Hello. I see we've got some more viewers. Feel free. I was just saying, feel free to leave your name in the comments because I'm giving away a very special surprise to everybody who is here with me live today. So you're going to want to make sure that you are leaving comments in the section below so that I know you are here with me. Hello. I see you guys all coming in. So cool. All right. So let's have a look here. Just going to have a little something to drink here. All right. Woohoo, freebies. Yeah, that's right, Janelle. So much fun. Hi, Sylvie. Hi, Jackie. How are you, ladies? I know that 7 o'clock is a very, very weird time for most of us moms. It's usually right in the middle of bedtime. But I definitely do appreciate you being here with me live. Means a lot to me that you're showing up and making the arrangements to be here today. So definitely appreciate it. Here we go. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and get myself set up. Well, I have myself set up, sorry. I'm just gonna try and get my screen shared over to you guys to be sure that you guys can see what I'm seeing. Let's see here. All right, do my screen share for you guys because I'm gonna give you guys a full-on webinar presentation. I am totally all about the visuals because I really believe that when we can see it, we can understand it, which just makes it so much easier for us. Now, what I want you ladies to do tonight while I'm going through all this information, leave your questions in the comments because if you're thinking it, somebody else totally is thinking it too, okay? So don't be shy. There are no silly, stupid, or dumb questions when it comes to our hormone health. Honestly, ladies, like we are not taught the things that we need to know in order to navigate womanhood. We're just not. So leave those questions in the comments. Oh, you guys can see the screen. Well, that's not helpful. Okay, so I will jump back to my webinar screen then when we get started. But if you do have questions, leave them in the comment box. I guess I can only check in on them after the fact. Otherwise, you guys just see my Facebook screen. So that's not helpful either. So as soon as I am done here, I will jump over to the comments and answer any questions you ladies have. And after the fact as well, if there's no time limit on when you can ask questions. And what I'm going to be doing for you, this is actually a 6-week series that I've put together for you. And oh my gosh, you guys, it is so amazing. I'm so excited about it. Okay. Now, 6 weeks of really, really strong, important information that you need to know as women on how to navigate your hormones and how to be healthy as a woman. So Facebook only allows me to put together an event that's like 2 weeks long. So I actually managed to fit 3 weeks of our dates into the 6-week series. So you'll notice that this is labeled week 1 through 3. So this week is how to eat for hormone health. Next week, we are doing sugar. The week after that, we're doing gut, okay? Now, it's okay if you are not here with me live today or if 7 p.m. just doesn't work, you can't get your kids to bed, your husband has to work late, you're a single mom, you are working shift work, whatever it is. I know I have a lot of people plugging in from Australia right now. I have a lot of friends over in the UK that are plugging into this information. That is a huge time change, you guys. Don't worry if you're not here with me live right now. It's totally okay. I'm leaving these videos up for you so that you can absorb this information when it's convenient for you. All right. Now, without further ado, I'm just going to double check that we don't have any other questions or anything coming in here. Nothing yet. Perfect. So then you guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to jump right into this. All right. So we're going to be talking about how to eat for hormone health. And I'm going to be talking about some very specific things in this webinar. Please make sure you have a pen and paper handy. I go through a lot of information, and as you can see, I'm a super peppy person and I talk very quick. So you're going to want to make sure you've got pen and paper in hand. And honestly, it's totally not uncommon to watch these types of webinars, 2-3 times, because every time you hear it, you're going to hear more information and you're going to understand it more. It's going to apply to you. It's going to click. And there's going to be that little connection in your brain that says, oh my gosh, I know exactly what she meant. Okay. So don't feel bad if you don't catch all the information this evening. Totally feel free to go back and rewatch this. Make yourself a note of what time we're at so that you can actually navigate through the video to find the time of information that you really want to hear if you don't want to rewatch the entire thing, okay? Now, you are in the right place if you want to learn how to better support your body through the changing tides of womanhood, all right? We go through all stages from puberty to menopause and beyond. And our hormones dictate so much of that. They dictate how we look, how we feel, how we show up, the type of energy we have, our moods, our personality even. They even influence the choices that we make, like what we want to eat, the types of food cravings we get, all kinds of things, all right? So if you want to learn how to better support your body, you are in the right place. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am giving away a freebie to everybody who is here with me live right now. So I want you to put #live in the comments right now so that I know you are here with me. And make sure you stay on to the end so that you get to benefit from all of the information that I'm sharing today, okay? But you are going to be getting a 3-day hormone balancing meal plan that has 3 breakfasts, 3 lunches, 3 dinners, and 6 snacks. All right. And in this meal plan, I have also included some very specific hormone supportive information when it relates to our nutrition. So make sure that you have #live in the comments. If you are here with me on a replay, do a #replay. I want to know that you're here because I want to be able to send you something special as well. So make sure you're doing a #replay because I know some of you, again, like in Australia, it's like 7 in the morning right now. In the UK, I've got friends over there and it is about 11 p.m. So I can't expect you all to be here live. Definitely appreciate you if you are, but I appreciate you plugging in no matter what time it is, okay? And I want to thank you for that. So today I'm actually sharing lessons from my brand new hormone program, which is Hormone Health Reset. It's a 4-month program with very personalized coaching. This is where we actually take you through a step-by-step process, and it's very, very custom to every single woman that I work with. But we go through that process of actually bringing you balance within your body. But you know what? Tonight, you guys, I'm sharing lessons from this, okay? So don't even worry about the program. I'm giving away tons of information for free, all right? Now, I want you to head back over to the comments and I want you to type yes if you experience mood swings, fatigue, irregular or painful periods, widespread body pain, anxiety, acne, hot flashes, bloating, excessive hair growth. Don't be shy, ladies. You're going to hear my story in a little bit and it sucks, okay? Do not be shy. I've had all of these. Type me yes if you have spent most of your life thinking the way that you feel is normal and it just comes with the territory of being a woman. And type yes if you are tired of suffering through your symptoms and you want some real validation and answers for what you're experiencing. Now, a little bit about me, because some of you here, I saw a lot of really new faces coming into this event page, which is amazing. I love women who are go-getters about their health, who want to learn more, who want to be in control of their bodies, who want to be educated, because when we know better, we do better. So because so many of you here tonight don't know me, here is a little bit of information about me, all right? I'm an advanced holistic hormone health nutritionist. I have been a nutritionist now for almost 4 years. And that was born out of my own journey, which I'm going to share with you soon, through my hormone struggles. Okay. I went through a lot of struggles, 18 years of it, actually. And that journey brought me to a place where I was smacked right down to my knees, and I felt the worst in my life that I had ever felt: defeated, totally deflated, um, and just not worthy. Okay. And in that moment, I realized that I had two options. I can continue going down the path of pain and hurt that I'm on, or I can take a stand and I can make a difference. And in that decision, I changed a lot. All right. I'm also a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that later on so you guys can understand a little bit how I tie in everything as a holistic nutritionist. Now, holistic to me actually means that I don't just look at food. Food is super important because like we eat 6 times a day, right? Most of us. So it's crucial to what we do and what we feel, and how our health and how our body responds. But holistically, what we do in our lifestyle, how we sleep, when we sleep, how we exercise, when we exercise, do we exercise, how we take care of our bodies, all of that matters. All right. So I take a holistic approach to everything when it comes to our health, particularly hormone health. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that soon. Now, I also have a BA in psychology. I focused really heavily on human, physical, and psychological development, as well as psychometrics. Now, psychometrics is the learning, creation, and studying of studies. Learning how to read and create valid, valid gold standard research. Okay. And so I'm a numbers girl. Like, I studied statistics in depth, all the way to, like, I think level 3 advanced. I tutored statistics in university. I'm totally a numbers girl. I'm really deep into the science. I'm all about facts. But I'm also a mom. Okay. So I am very fortunate to be able to call myself that, because there was a time where I truly didn't believe that I would. And so this journey of mine that I will share with you has given me the passion to help other women regain control of their bodies, by actually restoring those underlying hormone imbalances and integrating healthy living into the whole family. And I coach and I live by the motto, one bite at a time. So to me, that means that every bite of food that we eat is either hurting or healing our body. And you have a choice every time you eat by what's on your fork to change that. So I help whole families hit the easy button on their nutrition, focusing on mama, or on women, to make those conscious choices to heal their body. All right. Now, if you are looking for more information about me, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm going to share my handles right now with you. Okay. If you share a screenshot of today's webinar on social media, you'll be entered in a draw for a chance to win a 4-day healthy hormone jumpstart program and recipes. Okay. So you can tag me on Facebook, Jenn J. So if you're not friends with me, go ahead, add me as a friend, and then take a screenshot at any time tonight and tag me on Facebook, okay? Or if you prefer Instagram, you can find me living healthy one bite at a time. And again, screenshot, tag, and you'll be entered into win, okay? So I'm going to be announcing winners towards the end of the week. So make sure that you are doing that, and then I will enter everybody into a draw, okay? Now, I want to tell you my story, okay? Because I think it's so important for you to understand that I don't just teach this for nothing. I don't just, share this information because I read it in a textbook. I lived this. This is my life. This was my story. It is my story. It will always be my story. And nothing's going to change that. And so I want to share with you, because regardless of what you're struggling with today, or what struggles you may have had in the past, or what you've yet to experience, okay? It's important for you to understand that the information I share actually comes from true experience, because I've lived it. Now, I was 13 years old when my period first started. And I remember being so excited because I was the last one in my class, last one behind all my peers. Everyone else had gotten it 6 to 12 months earlier. And I was so excited, okay? That excitement did not last long. 6 months later, the problems started. I had extremely painful periods, extreme abdominal pain between periods. I mean, like I was curled up in a ball for hours, screaming and crying. I had intense mood swings, horrible and painful acne, and I had extreme fatigue where I literally felt like I could sleep for decades and never feel rested. I had trouble getting out of bed. I had trouble staying awake. I could have slept and slept and slept and never been okay. If any of this is resonating with you, feel free to leave that in the comments. You can say me as well, me too. I totally get it, okay? Now, the only solution for me at that time, because I was a teenager, was hormonal birth control. Because I was told my hormones are all over the place, it's kind of normal for me to experience these types of symptoms. Now, the issue was that I was on birth control for over 10 years. I started it at 13 and a half, okay? And they helped hide the symptoms, but the side effects were horrible. I ended up gaining weight. I had constant yeast infections as a teenager, hot flashes, muscle pains, intense headaches. I was having sleep issues. Like the list literally went on. It was just unbearable. So I found every 3 to 6 months, I actually had to change the birth control I was on just to change the types of symptoms I was living with. It was a catch-22. I was either dealing with my natural hormone symptoms or I was dealing with these symptoms from the hormones and the birth control to manage my hormone symptoms. It was just a vicious cycle. It was horrible. And I finally got some answers. And I mean, I saw every specialist in those 10 years, okay? And regularly and often. And I had the blood work done and I had the external ultrasounds done. I had the transvaginal ultrasounds done. I had it all done, okay? And I had seen all kinds of doctors and everyone was kind of just like, well, it's kind of normal. There's nothing we can do. You're doing everything you can because we've given you your medication. And so my journey into actually getting answers started when I wanted to start a family. I had read a book. It was called It's My Ovaries Stupid. I can add the link in the comments for you guys if that interests you. I'll just write it down for you guys to add the link so I don't forget, okay? You can find it on Amazon. Anyways, I had read it. And at the time, I already knew that my mom was suffering from several hormone imbalances with diagnoses. My sister was on her journey to the same thing. And I checked off all the boxes. I had all the same symptoms that they had, and they had diagnoses, and yet I couldn't get it. And so I finished reading this book. Honestly, it scared the living bejeebies out of me. It's like going down the rabbit hole of Google when you search a symptom, right? You end up on WebMD and you think you've got the most rare disease in the world. Now, what it did do, though, was it opened my eyes to the fact that I need to be my own advocate. Nobody in the world is going to support my body except for me. And so what I did was I made a list of the symptoms I experienced. I kept a journal of when I experienced them. I had a whole like a pattern. I had established a pattern of what was going on with my body. And I took all that to my doctor. She was new to me at the time. And I kind of walked in and I said to her, I'm going to be both your best and your worst patient because I'm not taking no for an answer. I said to her, I want to start a family. This is the family history. I'm worried about my fertility. This is why. And I presented her with my charts and my symptoms and my patterns and everything that I had collected, all the data that I was keeping. And I presented it to her. She chuckled a little bit. She could tell that I would be probably her most difficult client or patient. She said to me, okay, well, the first thing we have to do is you have to stop taking birth control if you want to get pregnant. So I was like, done. I'm totally okay with that. I'm so done with that medication. I'm over it. So we stopped that. And she said, now, of course, it's normal for most people to take an average of 1 year to get pregnant naturally. So why don't you just get started? We will run some tests now that you're off your medication. And if you're not pregnant within a year, then we will look at other options. Now, the test actually gave me answers. Finally, I had the same test run that had been run for 10 years. That I was always told everything looked normal, and we finally had results. Okay, now, so what that indicated to me was that my symptoms had progressed so far in those 10 years and gone undetected. And I mean, like, honestly, like in the last 4 years of that 10 years, I stopped seeing doctors because they kept telling me everything was fine. And I just got tired of hearing it. So in that time frame, everything had progressed so rapidly that when my doctor did get the results, she actually called me. She didn't even bring me into the office. I was driving and she said to me, "We need to have a conversation. You need to pull over." And she said to me, "We got your test results back. You definitely have polycystic ovary syndrome, like you had suspected. And there's quite a bit of damage to your ovaries. And so what I'm recommending is that if you're not naturally pregnant after 8 months, we're going to start aggressive fertility treatment." I was 23. It was the scariest statements I'd ever been told up to that point in my life. And I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. But all I could think about was, okay, like, what can I do to improve my chances of getting pregnant? What can I do to avoid having to go down that fertility route, right? Now, I was very fortunate that in that process, I did get pregnant naturally, literally the last day of the 8th month. Okay, you guys. Now, because in those 8 months, I focused so hard on preparing my body to be healthy, to have a healthy pregnancy. Okay. Now, after my pregnancy, my symptoms got worse. I did end up with endometriosis as well. I was making monthly trips to the hospital from excessive blood loss, pain, complications in my illnesses and my symptoms. And I was really feeling defeated and broken. I honestly felt like I was going to struggle against my body for my whole life. And at this point, I was only 20, 25, 26. Okay. And I just thought, is this what my life is going to look like? Just dreading my cycle every month, not knowing, am I going to be in the hospital? Not knowing if I can leave my house when I'm expecting my period. Not being able to have a healthy relationship with my family because I'm so moody and irritable and depressed. I honestly thought that I would be like fighting against my body, just butting heads with my body my whole life. So here's what I want to tell you though, in this process, hormone imbalances actually affect 8 out of 10 women worldwide. And women often experience symptoms like you can see on this list, okay? Low energy, feeling sluggish, mood swings, anxiety, irritability, tender breasts, bloating, skin problems, weight gain, low sex drive and libido, hot flashes, vaginal dryness, headaches, trouble getting pregnant or complications during pregnancy, estrogen dominance, ovarian cysts, endo, PCOS, painful, irregular, or heavy flow periods, hair loss or excessive body hair, one or the other, okay? Extreme muscle or joint pains, intense cravings, recurring yeast infections, and trouble sleeping, falling asleep, or staying asleep. Here's what I want to tell you. This is common, right? Because 8 out of 10 women experience it. And if you go to any doctor, they're going to tell you it's normal. And I'm here to tell you it's not. It is common, but it is not normal. Our body is not designed to feel like this. Our body is actually this incredibly well-oiled, perfectly designed machine that works amazingly when supported properly. And I mean like amazing, okay? So why is this so common then? Why is it so common for us to feel like this, that it's considered normal? Well, because oftentimes our bodies are not supported the way that they're supposed to be, okay? So in this process, I learned a couple of things. Number one, our hormones work best when they're in the right ratio with other hormones. They're this very intricate system of hormones. And so when one is off, it creates this ripple effect that changes everything else within the body. So the second thing that I learned was that we can actually support our hormones through intentional lifestyle choices. I also learned that certain foods can influence our hormones by how our body metabolizes them. That is so cool. And I'm going to share some of that with you tonight here, okay? And then the last thing I learned was how to listen to my body and give it what it needs, because symptoms are your body's way of screaming at you that something internally is wrong and off. Okay? When you listen to those symptoms, when you honor them and you begin to dive into what is causing them or what could be triggering them, this is when you can really learn what your body needs in order to feel better. Okay. Now, I was so fortunate that in this process, as horrible as it was, I actually found a way to manage my symptoms and feel amazing. Okay. So everything's different. It's so much better. I started to systematically lose weight. And I mean, like, I put on like 30 something pounds and I lost it in 4 months when I actually started doing this consistently. Okay. I cleared up my skin. I get the occasional like cyclical breakout, but nothing like I used to have before. I have amazing moods now. I get the occasional mood swing, but I know when it's going to happen. It's 5 days before my period and it lasts for 1 day. As long as I know that, I can manage it. I no longer have intense period pain that leave me on the couch for days, and I'm more in control of my body. So my goal for you is to understand some of the underlying nutrients that our bodies need at a cellular level for optimum hormonal health. Who wants that? Leave me a comment below, you guys, if this is like really cool for you so far, okay? Now, so are you ready to learn how to eat for your hormones? Give me a yes in the comments. Woo, woo. Okay, let's do this. Hormones 101. You need to know a little bit about them, okay? Number one, they are chemical messengers. They are controlled by our endocrine system, and they include things like our cortisol, which are our stress hormone, endorphins, melatonin, dopamine, our luteinizing hormone, which helps us ovulate, estrogen, progesterone, even testosterone. Ladies, we do have that, adrenaline. All of these hormones, they're chemical messengers. And they fluctuate daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. That is normal. Okay? But they are most effective when they're in the proper ratio with other hormones. So when they are in that perfectly balanced internal system, we look and feel amazing. When one changes, that ripple effect changes everything. And you could end up with symptoms that look like this. All right. So you can see if you've got higher levels of progesterone, you might have water retention and PMS symptoms. If you've got low levels of progesterone, you could be looking at acne, brittle nails, dry skin, sugar cravings. If you're looking at high levels of estradiol, that's our estrogen, okay? Cold hands and feet, fibroids, endometriosis, heavy periods, okay? And anywhere that these would overlap, because if you have high progesterone, you're likely to have low progesterone or low estradiol, okay? So that means you'd be looking at things like bloating and mood swings, headaches, migraines, and fatigue. So it's kind of really cool that when one is off, everything else follows. It sucks from a symptomatic standpoint, obviously. None of us want these symptoms. None of us want to deal with these on a regular basis. But it's kind of really cool to see how that influence, like how those hormones have an influence on our body, okay? So this is always a really cool slide. I really always enjoy sharing this one because it can really help you understand at different times of your cycle too. So say between day one of your period and before you ovulate, your estradiol is your dominant hormone. And so you can see by having those higher hormones, you're more likely to have cold hands and feet that time of the month. You're also more likely to get hormonal breakouts and that sort of thing, sugar cravings. And then the scales tip on the last half of your cycle where you've got higher progesterone as your body prepares for pregnancy, even if you're not pregnant, where you're more likely to have water retention, PMS symptoms, mood swings, headaches, that sort of thing, okay? So kind of really cool to see how the body ebbs and flows naturally. Now, here are some simple reasons, and I say simple, okay, with quotes here, because it comes down to a simple process in the fact that, like I said, our bodies are well-oiled machines, right? When they're supported properly. And proper support actually does mean living a healthy lifestyle. It means giving your body exactly what it needs to be that perfect machine. Same thing with a car. You wouldn't go and put diesel into a gas engine. Why would you do the same with our body, right? And if it was the only car you were going to have for life, wouldn't you want to treat it the very best that you could? I know I do. I want this body for life and I want to feel amazing. for a really long time. Okay. Now, some of the simple reasons that we have these hormone imbalances and we run into these symptoms, number one, genetics. Now, for me, for a long time, I thought because it ran in the family that we'd had so many hormone issues, I figured I'm doomed. Like, it's written in my genetics. There is nothing I can do. But the really cool thing about genetics, okay, our DNA is pre-coded when we're conceived, actually, okay. But that the way that our genes are expressed, even though our DNA is encoded, is actually activated by how our body is treated. So, for example, we can turn on and off certain genes by the way that we eat. And studies have shown that high levels of fruits and vegetables, like a diet very rich in plant-based food, can actually activate the health-promoting genetics in your body and shut off genes that would cause illness and disease, chronic symptoms, and chronic health concerns, which is super cool because it means that yes, you might have these genetic tendencies, but it doesn't mean that you're stuck with them. Wow, right? Like when I learned that, it was like, whoa. Now, poor nutrition is another one. When we are feeding our body with harmful and inflammatory foods, things like sugar and caffeine and alcohol and dairy and even red meat, processed foods, these are all highly inflammatory foods that actually put our body into a constant state of stress. And once we're there, all our hormones are just thrown off the charts, okay? The cool thing though is that you can easily reel that back in by adding in the right nutrition. A sedentary lifestyle as well, not moving your body enough, not exercising, doesn't allow your body to detox those excess hormones and those hormone imbalances effectively. Poor sleep, chronic stress, and toxins. Okay, so it's a cycle because it goes around and around. As soon as one aspect gets triggered, it actually triggers other things in the body. For example, if we're not eating right, we have less energy. Then we don't have the energy or the motivation to work out. Because we're not working out, our body is lethargic. We get poor sleep. Okay, poor sleep contributes to chronic stress. Chronic stress actually alters your genetics and alters the genetics of your children if you are carrying, so if you're pregnant, or if you plan on getting pregnant, you actually alter the DNA in your eggs, okay? So what can we do for healthy hormones? Okay, number one, we need to de-stress our adrenal glands. Number two, regulate our thyroid. Number three, cleanse your liver. 4, sweep out your intestines. And 5, reduce systemic inflammation. Now, how do we do all of that? Number one, we de-stress your adrenal glands. Our adrenal glands produce hormones that regulate our metabolism, our immune system, blood pressure, responses to stress, and other essential functions in the body. So incorporating medicinal plants like maca root, chasteberry, omega-3 fatty acids can actually help you regulate these hormones, okay? Now, omega-3 fatty acids can also assist with stress reduction through cortisol concentrations. Really cool. Now, why is that important? For one, if we don't have a healthy metabolism, then our insulin levels are off the charts and we end up closer to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, which perpetuate a cycle or encourage polycystic ovary syndrome. So when we can start to manage our metabolism, we can actually reel back on some of those symptoms we might be experiencing, okay? Such as excessive hair growth, painful periods, or even painful ovulation, okay? Inability to lose weight is another really big one that can be regulated or better improved by regulating metabolism. Now, we can regulate metabolism by eating healthy on a all day, okay? And that means lots of fruits and vegetables, clean protein sources, lots of protein on a regular basis, healthy fat sources like our omega-3 fatty acids. That would be chia seeds, hemp hearts, flax seeds, avocados. If you're eating fish, then you'd be looking at salmon and tuna. Those are great sources as well. And so fruits and vegetables, really high in fiber, okay? That's gonna help regulate your metabolism so you don't have energy crashes. Healthy fats help regulate your insulin levels. Protein helps you feel full. If you focus on those 3 things, you're gonna start to regulate your metabolism, all right? Then we want to regulate your thyroid. So your thyroid gland actually controls your metabolism and regulates your heartbeat, your breathing, your body weight, muscle strength, body temperature, menstrual cycles, ladies, and even our cholesterol levels. So our thyroid and our adrenals, they go hand in hand, all right? And we're gonna be talking deeper about this on week 6, actually. So I'm not gonna go into a huge depth on it right now, but basically, we wanna eat to support our thyroid. So iodine is an important nutrient that we need. It helps regulate hormone synthesis from our thyroid. Selenium plays an essential role in the metabolism of thyroid hormones. And there's also a really strong relationship between magnesium and thyroid hormone production. So you can get iodine from things like seaweed. That's a really common place to get it, like really healthy sources of iodine. Dark chocolate offers a really rich, a rich source, there we go, of magnesium and even selenium. And then dark leafy greens, again, also really high in magnesium that can really help you regulate that thyroid, okay? So these are just a couple of foods that you can have or that you would want to start including in your diet. And same thing on the last page here, the maca root, the chaste berry, omega-3 fatty acids. You want to start incorporating these on a daily basis, every single day, working towards having all of these in your diet so that your body can be supported to actually do what it's supposed to do naturally, okay? Cleanse the liver, okay? Our liver is a key organ in regulating our hormone balances, chemical levels in the blood, glucose, protein balance, and making immune factors, and then even breaking down and excreting harmful substances. So our liver is like a filter. It filters everything, okay, including excess hormones. Now, unfortunately, we live in such a toxic world right now. We have toxins everywhere. Our walls, like our paint, our nonstick cookware, our menstrual products, our makeup and our hygiene products, all of it, the toxins in our air, on our food, grown in our food. It overworks our liver. Our livers are literally exhausted from all of the toxins that we take in on a regular basis. And because we can't live in a bubble, we can't avoid them. We have to support our liver. We have to support that cleansing factor, okay? Things like Indoles, including indole 3 carbinol, is essential to support liver. And these can be found in cruciferous vegetables. So things like kale and broccoli, like a kale is like a number one dark leafy green for hormones. Okay, kale, like you got to add that every single day. Kale, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, anything that falls into that cruciferous category of vegetables, you should be eating on a very regular basis to support your liver. But also, we need a lot of antioxidants because those help protect our liver from damage. And with that overload, that over toxic work on our liver right now, it's very easy for our liver to actually get damaged. So antioxidants help protect that. We get that from things like beets, lots of berries. All fruits and vegetables offer antioxidants, like all fruits and vegetables. But some of the major ones that would contribute very highly would be things like red cabbage, beets, and berries. Okay, so adding those on a regular basis. And I'm curious, like so far, you guys, all the food I've just listed, how many of these do you eat on a daily basis? Like really, like how often do you eat these types of food on a daily basis? Because I know for a lot of us, it is hard. The next thing we want to do is we want to focus on sweeping out your intestines. Okay. Now I use that word because if I say like detox, or if I say cleanse, people get really scared about that because they know it's their gut system. Okay. But here's what I want to talk to you about here. Toxins, and even physical stress from exercising and sugars impact our gut microbiota. Okay. So incorporating foods that are high in prebiotics and probiotics help bring good bacteria back into the gut that can help boost your immune system and fight off the bad bacteria. Okay. Now, prebiotic foods support digestive health by feeding good bacteria. So the thing is it's not good enough to just take a probiotic supplement, because if everything else that you're doing doesn't support a healthy gut system, then that supplement is useless. You haven't done yourself any good. And we're going to be diving into gut health and hormones in 2 weeks from now. So make sure that you're sticking close to these events so that you can catch that. Because I'm going to be talking about like really diving into that. The types of things that don't support a healthy gut. But basically, we want to combine the two. We want to combine the prebiotics and the probiotics because this exerts a synergistic effect on health. And what that means is that prebiotics are great on their own and probiotics are great on their own. But together, they're amazing, okay? Food has this incredible ability to amplify the nutrients of other food when they're combined. It's incredible, okay? So eating over 30 grams of fiber daily helps support better digestive health. That's going to help sweep out those intestines. And your intestines, you can actually pull out excess hormones by eating 30 grams of fiber so that you don't have excess hormones recirculating through your body. And this helps reduce inflammation, okay? So probiotic food would be cultured foods. So yogurts, although I don't recommend dairy, but you could look at non-dairy yogurts, kimchi, pickled vegetables, sauerkraut's another really good one, pickles even. These all have probiotics. Also kombucha, kefir, these are great options as well for drinking. And then prebiotic food would be things like beans, lentils, whole grains like wild rice, farro, spelt and farro, buckwheat, quinoa, couscous. These are all really great options to get a lot of prebiotic enzymes into your body, and fruits and vegetables. So I think you're sensing a theme here, right? If you haven't yet sensed it, fruits and vegetables and plant-based food really help support our body in the best way that we can, okay? Because they get to the body at a cellular root, at a cellular system, to start reducing that inflammation that our body has going on and help our body actually do what it's supposed to do, okay? This is the gasoline for our car, for our body, okay? And then last thing we want to do is we want to reduce that systemic inflammation. Now, eating foods that contain polyphenols and antioxidants help lower that chronic inflammation that our bodies have. It's essential to be eating these every single day. Fat-soluble antioxidants like vitamin A and vitamin D also help reduce oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is the aging and damaging of our cells by oxidation, basically. The same thing as if you took a piece of metal, put some water on it, left it in the air, and it oxidizes, it rusts. The same thing happens inside of our body, and that ages us quicker. It causes more inflammation in the body, causes more symptoms, more pain. So we want to reduce that systemic inflammation that we have going on from all those toxins that are hitting us on a daily basis, all right? So you need to up the level of fruits and vegetables that you eat every single day, adding things like matcha or green tea, okay? That's really, really high in antioxidants. Apples, yucca root, okay? Spinach and all dark leafy greens, omega-3 fatty acids, all berries, all fruits and vegetables, all whole grains, okay? Are we sensing a theme again? All plant-based foods are going to provide that excess or that elevated boost of antioxidants that we need to help lower that chronic inflammation. And when we start doing these 5 things consistently, you will see month after month that you start to feel better. You will start losing weight with ease. You will have more energy. You will sleep better. Some of your symptoms are going to start to lessen. They're going to happen less frequently. They won't be as severe. I eat like this every single day, and I feel so amazing. And you can too, okay? Now, so here's the thing, right? So every single day, we need to just be eating so much. We need to be eating so many colors because they just help our body in different ways. They promote different things within the body. They support different processes, as we just saw. We can support our adrenals. We can support our thyroid and our liver and our digestive system. And we can even support our cells, like our whole body at that cellular level through fruits and vegetables and having more of them and the right kinds, all right? But the variety matters. And I think most of us instinctively know that we need more fruits and vegetables. I don't think there's anybody watching right now who would say, I eat enough or I don't need any more. But I'm curious, and I'm going to ask you guys in a little bit actually, but do any of you actually know how many servings we should be eating? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. But do you also know why we need to be eating so many? I'm going to share the answer with you in a little minute, or in a few minutes. I just want you to think about it. But basically, what happens is that our food is grown all over the world now. And so it's picked before nutrition actually fully develops, which means we no longer have highly nutritious food by the time it arrives at our house. And it's transported thousands of miles. It's grown under really harsh conditions, either over-farmed soil conditions, lots of pesticides and chemicals in order to keep it growing efficiently and like cost effectively. And like truthfully, most of us probably buy the same 15 fruits and vegetables every single week, right? Like we don't get the variety of all the types of foods that I just listed for you guys over the last 5 steps, right? I listed 3, 6, 9, 12, 18 different fruits and vegetables and whole grains that can help support your hormones and your body every single day. And most of us don't probably even eat 5 of those every single day. Could be tough, that's for sure. So I want to ask you, do you think that fruits and vegetables are important? And if you do, how important really do you think they are? Studies have actually shown that fruits and vegetables can change our life, okay? So earlier I talked about how they can actually activate our genetics like a light switch. They can turn them on, they can turn them off, okay? So they change how our DNA encoding is expressed. They help reduce inflammation in the body and in groups of genes in as little as 6 days. That's incredible. Okay, so we don't see illness happening at a cellular level. We also don't see health happening at a cellular level, and yet it happens, right? On a daily basis, when we live our lives, we don't see those hormone imbalances. We just kind of feel the symptoms of them, right? But the same thing in reverse. We don't see that health happening internally, but we start to feel different. And so providing those micronutrients actually help to heal and protect our body at a cellular level, which is amazing. It's so, so, so cool. But they've also shown that fruits and veggies significantly increase the amount of antioxidants and other nutrients in our blood system. They increase levels of key antioxidants in the bloodstream, allowing the body to protect lipids, which are healthy fats, and proteins from oxidization. So that means that the fats and the proteins in our body, the good kind that we need, they're protected. They're protected, so they're not being damaged and they're being used efficiently and effectively, and that supports our body as a whole, okay? And then fruits and vegetables have been shown to decrease levels of several key biomarkers of inflammation. So they're actually supporting our body in reducing that systemic inflammation that is causing that hormone imbalance or perpetuating that cycle of lifestyle choices or causing the types of symptoms that you experience. Now, earlier I asked you, how many servings of fruits and veggies should we be eating optimally or every day for optimal health, okay? I'm sure most of you probably said somewhere between 5 and 7, and the answer is actually between 10 and 13 servings of fruits and vegetables. That's about 6 cups worth of fruits and vegetables every single day, 6 to 7 cups, okay? I don't know about you. This is the size of my stomach. If you put your hands together, you will see the size of yours, okay? I cannot simply eat that much food every single day. Plus I have to eat proteins and healthy fats and carbohydrates, and like, I just can't. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the stomach size. It's just not possible for me. So how much do you agree? And I want you to leave this in the chat or in the comments here. How much do you agree with this statement, okay? I have a gap in my dietary intake of fruits, vegetables, and omega-3 fatty acids. So 1, not at all. And 10, absolutely. How much do you agree with that statement? Because I know for me personally, I'm probably around an 8 or a 9. Even as a hormone health nutritionist, I still don't do the very best that I can, okay? I can't jump over to see the comments right now and I'm just dying to. So I'm really, really excited to see your answers when we're done here. But I am very, very curious because this is always a good question, right? Because there's always something missing. You know, like we don't have the consistency to do it. We don't have the time. We don't have the knowledge. We don't know how. We don't know how to eat all that fruits and vegetables. We don't know how to prepare them or how to make them. We don't have the mindset around it. We're not ready to make that commitment. We're not prepared to change our lifestyle. Our priorities might be different. We're missing the key nutrients that help us make those decisions. We don't have accountability. And it literally seems like a handful to try and manage that much food every single day and still live your life and feel good, right? So getting more fruits and vegetables actually doesn't have to be a handful, okay? You can bridge the gap in your diet, in your consistency, your time, your knowledge, your know-how, even your mindset, your priorities, your key nutrients, and your accountability. And I'm going to share with you a couple of really easy ways to do that, all right? So number one, you can bridge the gap in your nutrition with 30 concentrated fruits, veggies, grains, berries, and oils with a supplement. This is a whole food plant-based supplement made from over 30 fruits, veggies, grains, berries, and oils to protect your body at that cellular level, to support your body and bridge the gap between, you know, maybe the 5 servings of fruits and vegetables that you are eating with the 10 to 13 that we should be eating, bridging that gap. Earlier, we talked about the importance of omega-3 fatty acids. Most of us do not get nearly enough because we have too many omega-6 fatty acids, which totally throws the balance off and negates all of our omega-3 consumption, which really sucks, okay? So omega-6s actually come from things like processed foods, even oils that we use, like cooking oils, vegetable oils, olive oils, all of that. It's very concentrated and it throws off the ratio of what we're supposed to have within our body, and it's just not helpful, okay? So most of us are not getting all of that. Now, the really cool thing about these supplements, and these are something that I would like never recommend to anybody if I didn't personally eat them or I hadn't dug through research, okay? It's worldwide clinical gold standard research. So 41 clinical studies at leading hospitals and universities around the world, published in peer-reviewed scientific journals. And all this research actually shows that it consistently shows, okay, like all 41 of them, and there's more ongoing worldwide, okay, that adding these juice plus capsules to your diet can have a positive impact on a variety of health related areas. So things like systemic inflammation, immune system support, DNA health, right? We talked about how our genetics can be turned on and off and activated, protecting ourselves from oxidative stress and many other health supporting factors. Now, so actually backtracking here, these are what's in the green capsules, okay? Broccoli, rice bran, lemon peel, cabbage, spinach, kale, beets, garlic, tomatoes, carrots. Earlier, we talked about how cruciferous vegetables are important for detoxing our liver. That's your broccoli and your kale, okay? We talked about how the antioxidants in beets help support our body and detox our liver as well. So that there's the beets and carrots, same thing, okay? These are all crucial to supporting our body and having healthier hormones, okay? Now, I also shared with you earlier how, you know, we don't eat vine ripened food anymore. Food is picked before it's ripe and it travels thousands of miles before it reaches us. The Juice Plus company has actually partnered with family farmers who take pride in their seeds, their fields, and their orchards, okay? All the food is harvested at the peak of ripeness and then it's nutrition sealed before being encapsulated. So whole food actually means the entire food. So the vegetable or the berry, including the peels, the leaves, and the seeds, to include as much of the whole food nutrition as possible. For example, an orange has 800 times more vitamin C in the peel than the orange itself. And yet none of us eat orange peels. Rarely, anyways. Now, inside of these red capsules, you'll see that it has pineapple, cherries, lemon peel, mango, cranberry, dates, oranges, peaches, prunes, apples, and beets. Again, those concentrated phytonutrients and antioxidants that help support and reduce systemic stress in the body. And then they have the ultimate vegan omega, okay? A plant-based omega blend of omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in a vegan capsule that is sealed without heat. Now, why is that important? In a regular omega supplement, the heat process of getting oil out of the food damages the nutrients in the oil. The heating process of getting that oil into a capsule further damages it, okay? Now, those capsules have an oxygen bubble inside of them. That oxygen bubble causes oxidative stress of the omega oil inside of it. And what does that mean? It means the oil is rancid by the time that you take it. The entire capsule is rancid and garbage by the time that you take it. The difference here is that because this is done without heat, the oils and the nutrients are retained. Okay, so it's cold pressed oils from berries and seeds. And then there's a nitrogen bubble instead of oxygen inside of the capsule to retain that nutrient quality. Okay, and it's eco-friendly because it skips that fish. It goes directly to the omega-3 source of algal oil. You can see it's got algal oil, pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthorn berry oil, raspberry seed oil, safflower oil, tomato seed oil, NSF certified, all three products. NSF is a third-party organization that studies companies to ensure that what's on the label is in the product and what's in the product is on the label. It means that there are no misconceptions about what the product is. It's fully transparent, and it's been certified to verify that, okay? So why do I tell you all of that? And I tell you that because those 3 supplements are the only requirement for you to enroll in one of the most unique hormone health support programs ever, okay? That's it. That is the only requirement, okay? Now, so what does that mean? This hormone health support program is something that I am running over the next 16 weeks. And we are going to be looking at doing everything that you need to do systematically so that it's easy and convenient for you. Because I know if it's not easy, you're totally tapping out. Don't worry. Systematically so that you can actually have these healthy hormones on a regular basis. Okay, so we're going to look at cleaning up your diet, cutting out toxins, sweating your body, breathing deeper, releasing stress, ditching that sugar, okay, reducing inflammation, and building healthy habits for the long run, all right? So regardless of what stage of life you're at right now, these are habits that you can use to support your body the whole way. Now, if you enroll now, you'll also get this bonus, okay? This is valued at $150 Canadian. But these are chewables of the exact same fruits and vegetables that I shared with you earlier that you can actually have free for any child in your life. So 20 fruits and vegetables, and that means you can actually help bridge the gap in their nutrition while you focus on yours, okay? So really, really cool opportunity for you to be able to do that. And if you don't have children, that's okay. You can do this. I mean, you can get these for free. You can give them, you can sponsor a neighbor, a niece, or a nephew, a student, somebody in like your Big Brother program. Like, it does not have to be a relative to you, just a special child in your life, okay? You will also get the 16 ebooks that I have created to help you on your journey, no matter what your goals are, okay? So topics will include plant-based eating, family-friendly eating, weight loss, hormone balancing, self-care, and recipe books, okay? This is a huge value right here. This is $1,500. Each of these ebooks walks you through the whole process, everything you need to know in order to go from start to finish, okay? And then it also includes a professionally created fitness and nutrition program where we're going to be covering things like inflammatory foods, cravings, exercise, fitness, including having fitness videos for you in order to support your body in that sweat process, okay? Energy, sleep, water, and even mindset coaching, all right? This is what I do, ladies. This is how I help you get and feel the results that you want and that you deserve. Like, seriously, we don't deserve to feel like this, okay? Now, the total value of that entire program is actually over $5,000 because you get a lot of support with me, okay? I just do not like to just have people come in and work with me and then never speak to them again. I am totally hands-on when it comes to helping women with their hormones. So a value of over $5,000, and I want to do this for you guys just for $415, okay? That's Canadian prices, and that is just the cost of your supplements, the red capsules, the green capsules, and the omega capsules. That's it, okay? Now, if you are one of my American friends here following along, that's only $320 US. If you are catching this from Australia, that is 566 Australian dollars. And if you are watching this from the UK right now, it's 248 pounds, okay? So that is a 4-month hormone health coaching program to walk you through everything that you need to do to start rebalancing with that health support, resources, and the accountability that you need, okay? Just for that small price, okay? These are some of the common results that a lot of my clients experience when they come into this. You know, they start craving more fruits and vegetables, they have a healthier weight, improved sleep, increased energy. They have healthier hair, skin, and nails. That's a big thing for us ladies, right? Increased mental clarity. They have reduced mood swings, less systemic pain. So like if you're experiencing a lot of pain in your periods or in your body, that's going to start to reduce. You're going to start feeling so much better, and you're just going to start showing up as the person that you want to be. Now, I do have to say though, okay, this might not be for you, okay? So this is for you if you're ready to get healthy, you're ready to support your hormones the natural way, okay? You're wanting to improve your sleep, your energy, your weight, and your mental clarity, and you're ready to do what it takes, okay? But this might not be for you, you know, if you're comfortable where you're at right now, and that's okay. We're not all on the same journey, and that's okay, okay? If you don't want the guidance and the support of a hormone health nutritionist, this isn't for you, okay? And if you don't want to change your life, I don't know who doesn't want to change their life. I know if I had been presented this opportunity years ago, I would have jumped on it because I was just dying. It's horrible. Now, you have 2 enrollment options if you're ready to get started. Number 1, you can do this with just you in our accountability group, okay? So you're not alone. You just don't have any friends or familiar faces that you're coming in with this, okay? So you're gonna get all of your products delivered at once. There's no monthly plan surcharge, which means you pay $104 per month. This is Canadian prices. I can work it down to American, Australian, or UK dollars if that's convenient for you. But I can, okay, so there's no payment plan, okay? So you pay this monthly fee, but you don't get charged surplus for doing that, okay? And that makes it easier to budget, right? So you get all of that, or you could come in with 2 friends. So if you've got 2 women friends that you want to do this as a team and you are totally ready to take this on, then you're actually going to get a rebate of 233 Canadian dollars. Wow, right? Isn't that amazing? So you'd be doing this for almost 50% of your cost, right? So you get all the benefits of doing it alone, but it's obviously more fun with friends and it saves you a ton of money. So I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I really hope this information was helpful. What I want you to do right now, though, I want you to head to the comments section and I want you to say jumpstart if you are ready to get started. Okay, if you are ready to take your hormones by the horns and make some changes in your life, give me a jumpstart in the comments and I will reach out to you and get you started today, okay? You will be added to our VIP Facebook group where you will start your journey. You'll have all the resources that you need. We are going to get you ready, going, motivated, and like just hit the ground running, all right? And if this is not for you or you're not ready to make that commitment, that's totally cool. Honestly, I don't even mind. I don't care. I'm just so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you stayed for this information. And I really look forward to sharing 5 more nights of information like this with you, okay? Now, because you're still here with me and I love you so much for it, I want you to say meal plan in the comments so that I can send you that 3-day hormone balancing meal plan. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to hop over to the comments and see if we've got any questions right now. All right, let's have a look here. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments, you guys. Okay, I have to backtrack here and see, how do I see them all? Okay, I'm just waiting for all of my comments to load here. Okay. So cool, you guys. Look at you all. Ooh, dark chocolate. Yeah, so Sarah, totally true, right? That's an easy one for us to eat every day. But All right, Karen, you're awesome. 12 to 15 servings of fruits and veggies. You are totally like on par with that. And honestly, you guys, the more that we eat, the better. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna like scroll all the way back here to the beginning. Sarah, Jumpstart meal plan. Awesome. Jessica, Jumpstart. Awesome. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Oh, you guys, look at you. Oh, okay. All right. Do we have any questions? You guys, look at you all. 9 servings of fruits and veggies. So awesome. Nice. Okay. If there are no questions, then I'm going to sign off and I'm going to spend some time. I actually have to jump onto a coaching call right now. So I am going to sign off. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to start reaching out to all of you, sending you over that 3-day meal plan. I appreciate you guys so much for being here tonight. It's just so incredible. And I really look forward to sharing more with you guys over the next couple of weeks. It's going to be so much fun. If you liked this information, just leave me a comment below. Let me know. Let me know what kind of things you want to hear about over the next couple of weeks, because I am totally cool with changing up some of the content that I share with you guys so that you are hearing stuff that really truly relates to what you need to hear. All right. Have yourselves all a fantastic night. Thank you so much for plugging in, and I will see you guys all next week. Same time, same place. Bye, everybody.